All right, we should be live. And here we go, live quick. I like that. My name is Chris, and this is Barn on 11970. Welcome. Thank you, as always, for listening to what I have to say. And hopefully, the things I say in my videos help you to maybe think more clearly, think in a different way, or at least question the way things are. That is always a good thing, and something I definitely recommend people do, is think for themselves. Today is the 7th of February, 2017. It is currently 2:38 or 2:39 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and I want to talk about a video I just saw from a person I'm subscribed to and how disappointed I am. And like it says in the picture that you see, fear porn at its finest. Now, I'm not going to put a link to the video. I'm not going to show any clips because I'm not going to promote this as far as giving them free advertisement, because to me, this was just a long fear porn commercial. So let me explain this. Now, I'm subscribed to Mike Maloney. Under normal circumstances, I generally enjoy listening to what he has to say. Nick H wants me to say his name, so there you go. Hello, Nick H. And welcome to everybody. Kim, Christopher, Eddie, Magna, all you guys that are coming in, even though it only shows one person watching. Gotta love YouTube. So I am subscribed to Mike Maloney's channel, and normally he does say some good things. Now, I don't believe anybody 100%, especially when somebody promotes something that they sell. I listen with a grain of salt to get the information that I think resonates with me, and things that don't, I just pass it by or research it myself. So, with that being said, he did a video today, a 24-minute video, and it was talking about, like you could see, because this is a clip from his, well, an image of his video. He talks about gold confiscation. He talks about how gold has been confiscated all around the world, how even silver was confiscated, gave many different examples, and for 23 minutes of the 24-minute video, he basically depresses the living heck out of anybody that's collected gold and silver, basically making you want to just take a gun and put it to your head. And then comes the part that is the reason why I made this video, and I am very disappointed in this. He tries to, in the last minute and a half, the 2 minutes of the video, he says, well, what are the solutions? Well, one, he says you could put your gold in a foreign country, which is not a smart idea. And he even says why, because, if you can't hold it in your hands, you don't own it. And you actually cannot get good access, especially if a country gets martial law and they shut down the airports, you can't get anything back in. So his only solution is, and I actually agreed with this, was he was talking about how throughout any gold confiscation, for the most part, they did not confiscate jewelry and things like silverware. Now, he didn't mention silverware, but that's another thing they don't confiscate. But they tend to just confiscate gold bars and gold coins. They never touch jewelry. You can go to an airport with, looking like Mr. T, and you don't have to declare it. That's part of the law. That's how it's pretty much been. Now, there are a few exceptions to that rule when it comes to dictators, but as of now, we don't live in a dictatorship society. If the left had its way with all these quote unquote peaceful protests, that's where we would eventually end up. But I digress. He doesn't mention the fact that, well, if you're in a bind, what you can do is take your gold. If you know in advance or you get some kind of notice that your gold is going to be confiscated wherever you live, if that becomes a law, and it is a possibility, well, he could have said, well, you can melt your gold down, make it into jewelry. No, he didn't say that. He does talk about the fact of jewelry and how good it is. Well, lo and behold, at the end of the video, he happens to sell gold jewelry now. So he made a 24.5-minute video where about 22 to 23 minutes of it is scaring the hell out of you. And then he says, oh, here's a solution, which, by the way, I happen to sell. So he did a 24-minute fear porn commercial. And I have a very severe problem with that. And I lost some respect for Mike Maloney on this one. Now, it could be one of those drowning in good intentions, but you cannot make a 24-minute video where 22 to 23 minutes of it is scaring the living hell out of your people that come to you for information, things that you've promoted and sold for decades, and then all of a sudden come up with a solution that you happen to sell. Now, there will be my trolls, because they'll love to find every little thing that they could jab me with, saying, well, don't you sell Orgone pyramids? I sure do. But has anybody ever seen me make a video where I scare the living daylights out of you and then say the only solution is to buy an Orgone pyramid? No. I also sell organic soaps. You did not see me making 24-minute videos saying that you're going to die unless you buy my organic soaps. Because both my organic soaps and my pyramids, I have videos that teach you how to make them yourself. You don't hear Mike Maloney saying, well, if there is a gold confiscation, you have the chance. Well, if you have gold bars, you should melt them down into your own jewelry. He doesn't say that. He says, buy my product, and that's the only way. I sell something that I also teach you how to make, so you don't have to buy it from me. People buy it from me because it's convenient, or they don't want to make their own products, or they don't really have the confidence or the time to do so, or they realize it's a lot more money to make them yourself. But I don't do what Mike Maloney did. And that is disappointing to me. And it just shows that people are basically selfish and greedy. My videos are always sharing information and sharing it freely. I don't have a book to sell. I don't make you join a subscription. I don't make you buy a newsletter. I give the information freely. Like my sun gazing, whether you believe it or not, that's up to you. If you don't want to research it and base things just on your own personal feelings, that's perfectly fine. You're one of the people that will be easily controlled, and you're just here to thumb down my video, so you're probably not listening to this anyway. But the majority of people, they don't research things, they don't study things, and they are falling for people who will pretend to be there for your best interests. And this whole world is about me, me, me. Buy my product. I will scare you to death first and then buy it. No, that is not how it goes. But unfortunately, it works. That's why I don't have a lot of sales with my Orgone pyramids, because I'm not trying to scare people to death. And I also, like I said, I have a video that teaches you how to make them yourself. Well, if I'm trying to scam people or steal people's money, it would be pretty foolish of me to teach people how to do it on their own. I could easily have sold a video teaching you, or a DVD, or wrote a book teaching you how to do it, and you had to buy the information. But no, I give it freely. Even on my old original We Love Comics channel, I used to do silent auctions where subscribers could come to my channel, sell their comics, and I didn't ask for a dime. I didn't get a commission. I didn't ask for a fee to do it. And I took hours of my own personal time to allow other people to make money when I could have easily charged them for it. And some of them probably would have paid. I didn't require one thing. And it's unfortunate, the greed in this world. And the thanks I got was people spreading rumors around me to the point where I just gave up my comic channel, and now they're still doing the same thing. But all I've ever done is try to help people and not ask for a dime. Sadly, in this world, most people are not that way. That's why you have people like George Soros being able to pay people to go into riots. And you have people that are called crisis actors that get paid to lie to you. These are the scum of the world. So Mike Maloney, I'm sure you'll never listen to this, but if you for some reason do, I'm ashamed that you would make a 24-minute fear porn video. That you're scaring people about the fact that it could be done because you hammer it down. Even I got a little depressed after watching your video. And at the end, you give this miracle solution of gold jewelry, and instead of telling people they can melt their own gold down and make their own jewelry, or go out and just, keep the jewelry you have, or talk about silverware, you say, here, buy it from me. It just goes to prove that you cannot trust many people in this world. By their deeds you shall know them. So the people that, the trolls that hate me base things on things that were chopped up from a person I'm not even going to talk about, another YouTuber that had it out for me back in 2012 and made a whole bunch of chop-up videos where they took things out of context, or out of 1,000 words, if I said one thing wrong, they focused on that. And the people that hate me base it on that. instead of the fact that I make video after video trying to help people. I mean, I have 7 thumbs down on my Super Bowl video telling people not to drink and drive, and because I don't want anybody to die. 7 morons thumb that down. This is what people do. And this is why this world is full of people that are rioting, talking about unity, peaceful protests, and togetherness, unless you don't believe in what they believe in. Then they'll destroy you, they'll burn their own cities and towns, and they'll get paid to do it, some of them. This is the disgusting world that we've lived in. I could easily make a lot of money taking advantage of people, but there's a thing that I've lived with all my life. Just because you can doesn't mean you should. And as you can see, this video isn't going to get as many views as the video I made last night at 6 o'clock in the morning. Because when people see a thing that says warning, it automatically attracts them. Because it seems that people love the drama part. And the people are falling into the hands of how easily it is to control, because if you make things dramatic, you will get the people to pay attention to you and steer them in a direction, because people base things on emotion. That's why, even though on my comic book channel, which to me is still investments, because the comics I show are all ones that will retain value, or at least potentially have value to them, I have people going to my channel just to thumb it down. That's what a sad life you have to live to be that angry. But that's the average person. This is Generation Crybaby. Everybody's like, look at me, or I'm going to make you feel like crap. There are plenty of YouTube channels and YouTubers I cannot stand. I just don't waste my energy trying to go to their videos. Why would I want to watch something? The last time I even commented on a troll video is because somebody posted a link and said, here, I want you to check this video out. And me not knowing what it was, click on it and see it's one of my trolls, who obviously doesn't watch my videos because his 3-minute stupid video proved it. So Mike Maloney, this is the thing. They have nice suits and ties. They make lots of money. They tell you everything that you want to hear, and they say, oh, by the way, here, I sell it. People barely even know I sell the Orgone pyramids and the soaps. And you can tell by my sales, because I get 2 to 3 sales a month at best. Because I'm not here just to promote myself. I'm here for truth, the best I know possible. Now, of course, when you promote or preach or teach truth, you're basing it on other information. So you're not always going to get everything right. So I've never claimed to be right about everything. What I've claimed to do, and what I am all about, is not reading from a script, not having somebody pay me to be dishonest and lie to people, not here to scare the living daylights out of you, even though that's what most people want. And it's unfortunate. But you get what you give. You give negativity, you are going to get negativity. And that's why, even on my other channel now, I could care less if there's 30 or 40 thumbs down, 50 thumbs down, 100 thumbs down on each video. So I'm getting extra publicity to my channel because of their stupidity. Because if they realized that they would have just ignored it, I would have less views. Less people would pay attention. But they advertise for me through their own stupidity and ignorance. That's what negativity does. I turn lemons into lemonade. And you should too. So before this gets into a full-blown rant, if you want to check out Mike Maloney's latest video, whether you're subscribed to him or not, that's up to you. I'm not here to tell you to unsubscribe or hate him or thumb it down. I don't want you to do that. I just want you to listen to it for what it is. It's a 24-minute fear porn video where at the end he sells the very thing that he says is the only thing that will save you. I think that's a very disappointing way to promote a new business part of your aspect, or even an old one that he's never mentioned before. There's a thing called integrity, and so few people have it these days. Now, having integrity doesn't mean you get everything right, but you try your best to make sure you do the best possible with your intention. It's disappointing how most people are. This is a sad generation and a sad world where the excitement of some people is to cause physical or mental harm to others for their own pure enjoyment. It's a sad world. And hopefully the few people that do the right thing and are here or on other channels for the right reasons or make videos will maybe see things a little differently. If we're not going to be good to one another, if we don't see each other as fellow human beings, if we don't stop scaring and hurting each other, why the hell do we deserve to be living on this planet to begin with? Because if there truly is one God, and he's looking down at this mess that we call humanity, and the greed and the selfishness and the anger and the hatred and the hypocrisy. Why the hell would any of you, if you were God, want to save the species when all we do is hurt one another and laugh about it as entertainment, give out misinformation? You know how many videos I've seen since 2011 where people were talking about, oh, this time Narabu's coming, and in 2012 the world is going to end, or this asteroid is going to destroy the Earth, or we're going to have FEMA camps pulling you in and you're going to be taken away and you're going to be shot, or aliens are going to come and blow us all up. I mean, fear porn after fear porn. But people love it. They eat it up. And I talk about peace, harmony, unity, togetherness. They don't want to hear it. Majority don't. You're going to get what you give. Humanity is going to destroy itself from its own greed and its own negativity, its own enjoyment of pure hatred. So if there really is a devil, and I don't know if there is or not, he must be loving the fact of how much he suckered the majority of people on this planet. Because the society that we live in praises itself for ganging up on people, for hurting people, for having a different belief, for having a right of freedom, of free will. I hope people, the trolls that aren't listening, I hope they're proud of themselves. I hope people that go on other people's channels just to send hurt and pain and hide in the shadows like real cowards do, because, like I said, even on my other comic book channel, which I don't hide, because I do that for my own sanity enjoyment, even though I get nothing but hate there, they anonymously try and send negativity on something they don't like instead of focusing on good things and not realizing they're actually hurting the comic book community because it creates division. United we stand, divided we fall. Obviously, there are more stupid people than intelligent people because they spend more time hurting people and making fun of people than actually helping people. And that's why people like Mike Maloney are making 24-minute fear porn videos to sell you a product. Scare the hell out of you and then come up with the solution. That's great marketing. I will never buy a product from Mike Maloney. Never have. But now, because of this video that he made, I never will. And as far as my Oregon pyramids, go check my video out. Go under my playlist, or go under my videos. Go to the most viewed, the top viewed. It's probably the third or fourth top viewed video. And it teaches you how to make them yourself. You don't have to buy a damn thing from me, because I'll teach you how to do it. Most people won't do that. Buy their book, subscribe to their magazine or their newsletter, pay for the advice. I mean, one of my hypocrite trolls from Canada has a $600 subscription fee to join his whatever about gold and silver or whatever. I mean, really? If I have any information, I give it away freely because that's the right thing. That's what you're supposed to do with humanity. People don't want that. And it's sad. And we are going to get what we deserve. I'm not going to paint the pretty rose picture. This is the reality that we decided to choose and the road that we are headed down. But here's the beautiful thing, ladies and gentlemen, the haters and the trolls and the people who just don't want to get it and the non-believers and the selfish people and the greedy people and all this stuff. Any road you can turn around on or go in another direction. Any choice that you make, you can unchange. You can change your perception. You could change your thought. You could change the pattern. Just because we're going down a very self-indulgent, destructive road does not mean we have to continue it. It's that hello McFly moment. Wake up and realize, because you need real eyes to realize what you are doing to destroy humanity. Through your insults that you find a joke. Through your hatred that you use other people's emotion. Because you know what? I get on my other channel 30 to 40 thumbs down every video. So that's 30 to 40 people ganging up on one person. So it takes 30 or 40 of them anonymously to try and hurt one person. The power of one will outdo thousands. Because cowards need to group together. Strong people stand on their own. And that's why there are a few people that pay attention to my channel, because these are the few people that, despite being attacked, besides being insulted or ignored, we stand alone against many. And even on my old channel, I tried to talk to these people and had a live debate online for 2 hours where it was me by myself against everybody who hated me, and I let them freely talk on my channel. And I told all of my supporters not to come on, not because I didn't appreciate the fact that they wanted to support me, but to prove that I could face them all on my own. And for 2 hours, I got accused of things, insulted, ganged up on, and I faced it alone. They're the cowards, the people that need to join in groups, all these people that are supposedly peaceful protesting that are hypocrites. You're going to get what you deserve, people. And the sad part is, the people that should be hearing this message never will. The ones that are listening to this message, for the most part, if you're still listening, it's because you get it. So the 27 people that are watching right now, you get it. And unfortunately, I'm never going to have 27,000 listening, because I'm not going to say what you want to hear. I'm not going to pat you on the back and say it's okay. I'm going to put in a dose of reality. And that's why I will never have a script. I will never have somebody pay me to say an agenda. I will never hide things if I learn it from you. I will give it to you freely without you having to buy a subscription. I wish the rest of the world would be that way. We are never going to achieve pure harmony when we are in such a greedy world, a selfish world, with a gang mentality. Weak people need to join tribes. Strong people stand on their own. So think about that the next time you decide to gang up on somebody just because they might have a different point of view, or a different lifestyle, or a different skin color, or a different religious belief, or a difference on comic books, or sun gazing. Forgive them, for they know not what they do. I understand that totally. Thanks for watching. I look forward to the thumbs down. I look forward to the rude comments that will never see light of day. I look forward to the negativity. I look forward to the people ignoring it. But most importantly, I look forward to the good people that really want true change and are trying their best to achieve it. So for you people, I commend you. And I say keep going strong, because you can stand tall alone and survive what groups can't do ever by themselves, because they are really afraid. And Mike Maloney, shame on you for your latest video. I hope you do the right thing and take it down. You want to promote your jewelry, that's fine, but you don't do it in a way that spends 98% of the video scaring the hell out of people just so you can give them an opportunity to buy your product. Shame on you. Oh, and don't forget to have your trolls spayed or neutered.